Yes, my dear friends, welcome back to the channel. Very good afternoon to you guys all out there, wherever you are on the continent of Africa, in Europe, in America, in Canada, Australia, right in Southeast Asia. Ladies and gentlemen, thank God it's Saturday afternoon, and I am here to give one or two analysis on Chelsea Strasbourg. Yes, I wanted to talk briefly about these two sister clubs, Chelsea and Strasbourg. We all know already that Strasbourg is our sister club owned by Kante Group. Yes, the same ownership that have Chelsea under their belt. They own Strasbourg as well. And we understand both clubs are going through the same process. The same process. And so both secure coaches that can help them to achieve the same target, the same aim. But right now as we speak, dear friend, Chelsea has been a top 4 club in England. Yes, we've been a top 4 club in England, competing for every trophy. 1 or 2 seasons we might fall out of the top 4, but we always compete for every trophy in England and in Europe. Meanwhile, Strasbourg, they have always been more or less a mid-table team, or even below mid-table. Sometimes even fighting for relegation, fighting to avoid relegation. But dear friends, 2 seasons after this ownership, clearly capital, after they bought Strasbourg, today, where are they? Dear friends, Strasbourg currently, they are 1 point away from European football, Champions League football. Just 1 point away from Champions League football. Chelsea are equally in a pole position for Champions League football. But with the current form of our play, the current form of our players, we are just not sure whether we can make it or not. For one, part of me is telling me that Chelsea will make it for Champions League next season. Yes, even if it is a 5th position, because right now England have 5 slots in Champions League next season. But our performances before we went for the break, international break, right now we are going to be coming back. How sure are we? Remember, Man City are just breathing on our shoulders. They are right here. The other teams, Bournemouth and co, they are all nearby. Just a slip. You lose 1 game, 2 games, you are up from that Champions League position. And ladies and gentlemen, but as we speak, Strasbourg are near, just 1 point away from Champions League football. But hey, there is a problem. And that is what I want to talk about here right now. There is a problem. Can you just imagine if Chelsea failed to qualify for Champions League and Strasbourg are in the Champions League? Have you thought about it? Just imagine, should Chelsea fail to qualify for Champions League and Strasbourg rather in the Champions League, how will you feel? Have you thought about it? 2, what if both teams are in the Champions League? Have you thought about that? Both Strasbourg and Chelsea all qualifying for Champions League. Have you thought about it? Dear friends, you see, the truth of the matter is that most of it we seem to forget. Both teams qualifying for Champions League will pose a big challenge to the 2 clubs. Yes, it will pose a big challenge to the 2 clubs. Strasbourg, 1 point off 4th in League 1. If they and Chelsea both qualify for the same European competition, which is the Champions League, or Europa League, or Conference League, if they both qualify for the same European competition next season, you know what's going to happen? Bluco will have to pause their involvement in one, and most likely Strasbourg. Bluco and Clear Lake, they'll have to pause their involvement in one of the clubs. Means that they will have to hand over one of the clubs to a private entity. Yeah, this is the European rule. This is why multi-club ownership rules comes in. Otherwise, Chelsea or Strasbourg will have to drop out of that competition. So just imagine Chelsea qualifying for Champions League and Strasbourg qualifying for Champions League. Maybe let's say Strasbourg is second on their league table and Chelsea is fourth. Strasbourg by right, they'll have to be there. Chelsea, maybe they qualified by, on fourth. So one will have to drop out. Or the owners will have to hand one club, which definitely will be Strasbourg, to a private entity. Chelsea and Strasbourg will not be able to transfer players to each other even. Both clubs will not be able to exchange players like we used to do. That simply means that even Andrew Santos coming to Chelsea, there will surely be a problem. And Chelsea might not be able to send players on loan to Strasbourg because of conflict of interest. They are both in European football. Yeah. Not just players, they will also not be able to exchange database. They will not be able to exchange scouting database because the scouting database give detailed information of players that they will, Otherwise, there would be a conflict of interest issue. Have you thought about it? Right now as we speak, Strasbourg are doing very, very well. You see, the challenge has been there. I believe this ownership, the owners, they know. But I'm not sure what their plans are currently. The truth is that even the Bluco themselves or Clear Lake, they never envisaged Strasbourg to get where they are right now. No one ever thought that Strasbourg could arrive in a Champions League position this season. I believe they bought Strasbourg for monetary reasons. But having a good coach, tactically acumen, he's been able to manage this Strasbourg club. Look at, League One. Listen, you see, when you look at League One carefully, there's Marseille, there's PSG, there's Lyon. There are big clubs in League One. Strasbourg is nowhere near top names in League One. So how did they manage to arrive here? How did they manage? Almost all the players they have. If it was Chelsea that wanted to sign Emega, we Chelsea fans would have said, Emega is an average player. Emega has no name. Emega is, where is he coming from? We would have spoken against it. But today, look at Emega. Look at the goals he's scoring for Strasbourg. Beautiful goal I saw. Andrew Santos, he was with us 2 seasons. But look at where they are right now. Guys, we are just about to lose our Champions League position if Strasbourg should qualify. Or our owners will have to hand over Strasbourg to a private entity to manage. Yes. European competition. The Bluco would have to pause their involvement in Strasbourg via a trust to manage Strasbourg. It is what it is, dear friend. Maybe you have forgotten. That is why I brought it up to remind you that even though Strasbourg is doing very well, Chelsea, we need to be watching our back. Otherwise, we'll end up not playing in a Champions League. All right, quickly. Happy 34th birthday to N'Golo Kante. I have not spoken about this earlier today, and there has been a query that whether I have forgotten. I have not forgotten. But you see, when we have a lot to talk about, there are important things to talk about sometimes. Well, Kante, N'Golo Kante, happy birthday to you. Yes, it is your day. Enjoy it carefully. I believe as you celebrate your Ramadan, it is a good time. It is a good time to celebrate your birthday as well. I've heard that he's about to build a $5 million hospital in Mali. $5 million. Yeah, I think $5 million hospital is not going to be a very big one, but I believe that the village where he wants to build that $5 million hospital is not a big town. So I believe it's something moderate that can cater for the people in that particular village. Congratulations once again, N'Golo Kante. Happy 34th birthday to you. 2 times Premier League winner with Chelsea. 2 times Premier League winner. 1 time Champions League winner with Chelsea. 1 time Club World Cup winner. 1 time Europa League winner. 1 time World Cup winner with France. 1 time Nations League winner. Super Cup winner. And 1 FA Cup winner. The 2016-2017 Premier League Player of the Season, Players of the Year, and Football Writers Association Player of the Year 2016-2017. N'Golo Kante, happy birthday to you. Ladies and gentlemen, before I let you guys go, Bournemouth are keen on signing Kepa Arrizabalaga from Chelsea. Currently, the player is on loan. Bournemouth are keen on signing Kepa on a permanent deal after his excellent season on loan from Chelsea. Yes, Bournemouth are keen to sign him. Deal will depend on the final cost, but Bournemouth are happy with his impact, ladies and gentlemen. And Chelsea will surely be willing to sell Kepa as he's on, or he's one of those on the players list of the outgoing players list. Chelsea will be willing to let Kepa go. Ladies and gentlemen, on that note, I will not take much time. It is Saturday evening, afternoon to you. Enjoy your weekend. I'll be back with more exclusives in the coming hours. Shalom and peace.